I just heard a quote that literally perfectly embodies the way that I feel about my own life. What if I fall? Bro, what if you fly? Okay, understand this. Please listen to me when I say you cannot be afraid of falling, and you need to stop being afraid of falling. Okay? Don't let the fear of failing stop you from trying, because the reality is that not every bird who jumped out of the nest flew. But every bird who flew jumped out of the nest. 95% of people, genuinely I mean this, 95% of people will sit in the nest their whole lives. They'll grow old and they'll die of old age sitting in the nest. Always looking out at the view, looking out at the sky, wondering like, wow, it'd be really great to fly. It'd be really great to fly. And then they wait for the more experienced birds to come, bring them the worms so they can eat. They can look out at the view, be like, wow, I wish I could fly. But then they never jump. They never jump. They never try. They never fly because they never go for it, okay? Literally, I don't know who needs to hear this, but so many of you probably have dreams. You want to fly. Maybe you want to be a famous actor, musician, YouTuber. But you will never be that. And I'm telling you that because you won't jump. Who cares if you're perfect? Who cares if people like you? You have to jump. And I mean now. Literally, if you have to turn off my video right now and go do what you want to do, go apply for an audition, go sing a song and upload it on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. If you need to do that, do it now. Go fly. Alright? Stop being afraid of what other people are going to think, and stop holding on to people who are holding you back. If someone's telling you, no, don't do that, don't listen to them. Their advice isn't worth it because they are holding you back. Because the reality is that if you try, and if you try again, and you try again, one day you will fly. And you will soar so far. Okay, for me, I started the gym when I was 15, and in 2.5 years, I benched 315 pounds. That's a very sought after accomplishment for people who go to the gym, okay? I started off benching 95 pounds. My first day in the gym, I failed underneath the bar. The bar is 45 pounds. And my friend came over to me and he looked at me, he's like, are you actually stuck? And he kind of laughed at me, like, which is funny, I failed under the bar. 2.5 years later, I did what most people take 10 years to do, and I hit 315. And let me tell you, it's because I tried. And it's because I missed, in the past 3.5 years of me lifting, there have been 2 weeks where I didn't go to the gym. 2. Okay, 2 weeks. And the last week that happened was 3 years ago. I flew. I dreamed of hitting 315 and I tried every single day. And one day I jumped and I took flight. And I've had people come up to me and be like, man, I've been trying for years and years and years and I haven't achieved this yet. You did this in 2.5 years? That's not fair. And then I genuinely want to look at them and say, I showed up every single day. I did this because I jumped out of the nest over and over and over again. Do you know how many times I attempted 315 before I hit it? Over 20 times. That is an insane amount of times to go for a weight and not hit it. But every single time, I still held on to the chance that I would. And that is the only reason that I did. Because the reality is that most people never would have tried in the first place. Most people would have given up. But if I didn't try for it the 21st time, I never would have hit it. You are genuinely one risk, one chance away from being the person that you want to be. You're one risk away from achieving the life that you want. So you actually need to jump. And you need to jump like your life depends upon it, because it does. Because the reality is that if you do not jump, it doesn't matter if you live till you're 80. You might as well be dead now. Okay, so literally guys, stop and just take the risk. Because what if you fall What if you fly?